Something bad is happening in Abuja. Fulani Herdsmen are now raiding people's houses here in Asokoro Extension. Today, I'm going to be investigating and also documenting some of the stories. So come with me, let's do this together.
Yeah, so they took us inside.
Okay, they took you guys inside this. I'm hearing some noises. Please, let's come out. Please.
These Fulani herdsmen used one leg like this to kick the burglary. They shot the gun at us, but we were able to dodge the bullets.
I've never seen someone shooting confidently.
It was a lot of hoodlums that came, heavily armed.
Those guys them came with a lot of things. Some we are even sounding like bomb.
And if police had not responded, me and you would have been talking a different matter.
Guess what? The kidnappers have just been gunned down.
I kept on fainting. When I faint, they will hit me. They cocked their guns on us severally to shoot us. I was asking myself, I began to call on God. I asked God, are you not on the throne?
When something happens, people don't call the emergency numbers on time.
They are saying that they rescued us. It's an unfair thing to say. If I was their child, would they say the same thing?
Can you tell the viewers exactly what happened on that fateful day?
Okay, it was on a Monday night. I wasn't feeling too well at exactly 10:30 p.m. when we heard noises from our opposite neighbor's house. It was as if they were fighting. And I was wondering what's going on. We just, felt reluctant. We kept quiet because they can be loud at times. Till we saw somebody making noise with our padlock, and it's unusual because our neighbors, if they want to come to our house, they either knock, not going straight to the padlock. After everything, I had to peep. When I peeped through, I saw a strange face, but I wasn't so sure because I was so down. So my sister told me to step back, let her check herself. Only for her to look through the window, she saw thieves with guns and everything. So after then, that was when I called one of the security personnel. I know that, please, it's as if thieves, not it's as if, I told them thieves are here. The guy told me, that they are aware, that they are working on it. So when he told me that, I had I felt relieved that, okay, since they are aware, they should be working on it. So they were still in the other house. Later on, they came to our house. They were trying to break the padlock. It happens to be that the padlock is a very strong one. Very strong. It gave them a very tough time. They kept on hitting it. It couldn't. So they went out. We thought, they're not going to come back again. Later on, they came back. That was when they used their legs to hit the burglary. Since the padlock is not working, they had to hit the burglary. It opened. They came into the house. From the burglary, immediately they came in. They had to use the same leg to break the door because the door is not strong. So when they came in, they told us to lie down, that we should all lie down. Me, I was shivering because at that time I was having low BP and I was taking ORS for strength. I told them, please, I can't. I tried to lie down. They started hitting me, using their gun to point at me that they will kill me. So they asked for money. My sister went. She gave them all the money in the house. We presented our phones and laptops to them. But it happens to be that they left it there. They were only after, they went to the fridge. They had to collect the bread and they collected the bread from the fridge and water. So they started dragging us. We are not like, please, if it's more money they want, we'll give them. They didn't hear. They started dragging us outside. So we were like begging them that they should please, that we'll give them money. My sister was negotiating with them. She was using Hausa. So immediately they got to know that, she speaks Hausa. They now switched to Fulani. That was where my sister told me that, no, these people are very wicked. So after everything, we were sitting outside. They now told my sister, if they tell us to bring 50 million naira, can we? My sister said, 50 million naira, we are living in a place like this. at least would have gone to inside Asokoro, these main big men's houses and so on. They laughed, they didn't talk. They were still hitting us. They told us to sit down by the pavement. They started breaking other people's houses. Now, as they were breaking there, me and my sister were already sitting together trying to see what we can do. So all of them, there were about 7 of them. I think one was outside, 6 of them inside. So as they entered the house, the other house they broke into, we tried to run from the fence. At least if there was someone there to rescue us, we would have tried. We noticed that, they are still inside the house and there's no way we could jump through. So we had to run out from the gate. We were already running out. We came out to the major road. We expected some people to be there to rescue us, but nobody was there. The next thing, we had a gunshot. They shot the gun at us, but we were able to dodge the bullets. So we had to surrender. That was where they came. They kept on hitting us. They were beating us mercilessly like we're not human beings. At a time, I was passing out. My sister was pleading on my behalf that they should please leave me, that I'm not feeling fine, that they should take it easy on me. So at most times, when we are now heading down to the bush, I was passing out. I kept on fainting. When I faint, they will hit me. They will hit my eyes, hit my head. I'll stand up again. I'll beg them for water, that they should please give me water, that I'm dying. The way they are hitting me, I might just die. They did not care. They were still hitting me. That was when they started taking us inside the bush. Then inside that bush, we got to the bush. That was where the main torturing started. They started hitting us. They started beating us. They even carried our heads and they were like hitting it on the tree. They were doing so many things. They even used the wound on my eyes as a result of the knife they used to cut me. They were hitting us. We were begging them. I was shouting. And they don't like it when you shout, because they will feel like, I might raise up some alarm or something. I expected maybe people, so the security to, surround the bush, because we were not so far from the house. We were close by, but the bush, we entered inside, but not so deep into the bush. They kept on hitting us. I would faint. They will hit me. Then I'll stand up again. They will keep dragging us to keep moving. At a time, we are like, we can't move anymore. We don't have all the necessary strength to move again. I was asking them for more water, but they wouldn't give me. They would say I should shut up, that they will kill me. They cocked their guns on us severally to shoot us. So later on, we now got to a spot. When they saw that we couldn't move again, they started beating us. There's no kind of beating. I was asking myself, I began to call on God. I asked God, are you not on the throne? Because they were hitting us. They were beating us like we are not human beings. They were hitting my head. As a result of it, we are still feeling pains all over our body, our head, everywhere. So when they saw that, we are too weak, we passed out. And even when they hit us as we passed out, they saw that we were not responding. So later on, they told us to go. They were still sitting there. They were not scared. These people are not scared. They sat down there. They started smoking. That was when they told me, I and my sister, to leave. We started coming. It was already late. There's no way we were just walking through the bush so that we would find our way home. So as soon as we came out, that was when we saw police everywhere in front of our gates. And we now came out. We were crying. We told the police people that they're inside the bush, just like this. They are not deep. They didn't enter. So we had to enter the house. We poured water on our body at least to gain consciousness and all. Then the only thing they did for us was that they took us to the hospital. Dropped one policewoman there with us. She left in the morning. So in the hospital, we are there. We had to do tests and everything. So later on, the policewoman called me on the phone. She asked me, oh, as soon as they discharge us, that we should please come to the station. When she told us that, I told her, station for what? She said to document statements. I told her, okay, sorry, the bills now, because the bills was going over to like 250k. We told them, okay, are you people responsible for the bills? She said, no, that is us. I now told her, I don't see any need for me to come to the station to make any statements. That's not how things are being done. So after it, I ended the call. So that's it.
Wow, this is really sad. That something like this can actually happen in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. Now, that environment, what about, I heard that a vigilante was killed.
Yes, a vigilante. These Fulani herdsmen, their guns are really powerful. I think machine guns, and I heard so far that gun can kill like about 13 people. So the vigilantes in our area stood up to them, and unfortunately he was shot dead.
So just imagine the government is watching you right now. What is something you like to tell them?
I would like to tell the government, there are so many things I would like to say, starting from in terms of houses in Abuja, security too. First of all, you guys would go to the area where we are staying. If I tell anyone that I paid 600k for that place, they wouldn't believe it. With very low infrastructures. From day one I came to the house, I have been number one complainant because I value safety more than anything. I have been complaining to the landlord. When you're renting a house, all these things, you won't see them. But I told the landlord about lifting up our gates, putting barbed wire, putting good distance, security and everything, which he promised us. He promised us that he would do them. He told me, ask everybody in my house. I was the one say, I told landlord, not until one day something happens, you take preventive measures. But he wouldn't listen. Who still puts wooden door as your main entrance door in a house? Not only did he do it, the burglary he constructed wasn't strong. I was looking at these thieves. These Fulani herdsmen used one leg like this to kick the burglary, then one leg for the door, and everything opened. Who still does that? They will collect huge amounts of money and they are building nonsense. So for my kind of person, I am tall. I am taller than our gates, and our house is opposite the bush. Our house is opposite the bush. From my house, I can look into the bush, and anybody from the bush can look into the house. Now the gate is opened. It has these small holes, which I begged him. I practically begged him. I was even having issues with some of my tenants because they were all not putting mouths with me. They were not being serious as I was. I was telling them about all these things. I was saying that it's only God that is protecting us. Aside God, I don't know what would happen. And look at today, we are victims of what I've been complaining about.
So you said that this Fulani herdsmen, they took some money, laptops and phone. Do you mind going into details how much they stole from you guys?
Okay. I don't know how much, but I know they collected all the money in the house. And for the phones and laptops, I think they are smart. They didn't take it because probably they would have traced them. So they didn't go with the laptops. Their only intentions was just money and to kidnap us, and also to take food, because they took bread and they took water and they went to my next neighbor's house. He was cooking undone spaghetti. They carried the pot of the spaghetti like that. We saw them with pot. I was wondering, where did they bring pot from? It's from our neighbor's house. So I don't think they were interested in taking phones and laptops or gadgets or anything, because we gave them everything. Their main mission was to come to the house, collect money, food, and to abduct and to kidnap us.
So You and your sister were the only people that were kidnapped.
Yes, the both of us.
From the way this whole thing happened, do you suspect that these Fulani herdsmen are working with certain people?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't even know Fulani people. Like, I don't think about them. It was when my sister told me that these people are very wicked, because I've never in my entire life experienced or encountered anything like Fulani. I only used to hear about the Boko Harams and Fulani herdsmen and so on, but I've never in my entire life heard anything about it. So now what's my major concern is that I'm seeing on the news that they rescued us and we were not hurt. That's an unfair thing to say. That's very unfair. We were rescued because they saw that we were almost dying, and the intervention of God. That was why we were rescued. We were not rescued because anyone did. Several times we made 2 attempts to escape. Nobody rescued us, for crying out loud. They did not. And coming on the air, they are saying that they rescued us. It's an unfair thing to say. If I was their child, would they say the same thing?
So sorry.
So sorry, there's something else I also want to add. On the news, some popular blogs like Linda Ikeji blogs and some of the national daily newspaper, I'm seeing that we were raped. Please, there was nothing like that. Such thing never existed. They didn't rape us. We were only tortured. We were only beaten, and we are just brutally beaten, assaulted and so on. There was nothing like rape. Please, so for any blog or anybody carrying the information that we are raped, please, that's a very wrong information. Thank you.
So about the hospital bill, your family has taken responsibility?
Yes, people took care of it.
So the police, how interested are they in this case? Because they asked you guys to come make statements, and you don't seem to be interested in going to the police station to write any statement. So what are they saying?
I'm somebody that I always love justice a lot. When she called me, the policewoman that slept with us, she called me. The only thing the police did here was to take us to the hospital. That was the only thing they did, and started taking videos and everything. So they left us with one policewoman, which I mentioned earlier, that she called me on the phone. She was like, "How are you guys feeling?" I said, "We are fine. We are there. By God's grace." She was like, "Okay, please, once we get discharged, we should come to the station." I told her, "For what exactly?" She said, "For statements." I asked her, "Okay, please hold on. I want to ask a question. Now, these medical bills we are to pay, is it the police that will take charge of it, or we?" She said, "We will take care of it." I have a voice note. I have a clip to that. So I ended the call. I told her, "Oh, sorry, there'll be no need for that. I cannot. It's not being done. Why am I coming for statements? For what? What exactly?" I ended the call, and that was it. Sorry, I forgot to mention something. There's a wound on my eyes. It was a knife they used to cut my eye. As they were torturing me, beating me, they carried, they were joining me and I and my sister's head together and hitting it on the tree. You know how hard that tree can be. They were hitting it. They were just, torturing us like we are no human beings. We are feeling pains all over my head. I can't do anything on my head because I'm feeling so much pain. So we are feeling so much pain on our head, our body, everywhere. Every part of our body is paining. I can't even stand properly. Knowing fully well that I'm having chest discomfort. And they were still hitting me at my chest. I was begging them. I even had to tell them that I'm dying, to know if they would at least have a little bit of conscience in them. They didn't. These people are very wicked. And so far as I'm concerned, if government doesn't do anything about it, they will keep terrorizing everywhere. Because I heard they came from Kobe down to Kurudumatri. They came from Kobe down to Kurudumatri. They attacked people at Kobe before coming down to our side. If the government doesn't do anything about them, they will keep terrorizing everywhere. They will keep killing people. They will keep kidnapping, and they will keep doing so many things. Our rescue was through the intervention of God, because I don't know what would have happened now. I'm sure they wanted us to go deeper with them inside that bush, or for them to keep torturing us.
I'm so sorry. This is really sad. Are you still receiving medical attention?
Yes, we are still receiving medical attention. I think we should be going to the hospital either tomorrow or next.
So sorry.
There's one more thing. I also think that the government should look into some of the houses most landlords are building, because there are so many houses that are not well facilitated. Now, currently, if you take a clearer picture of the house, for the fact that we are paying 600,000 naira per year, as it stands, when I open the door and close the door, the wall will follow me to close. It doesn't make sense. You can't pay such amount of money and you're having issues like that. You close your door, the wall will follow you to close. A new house, and the funny thing is that this house is a new house, and yet there are so many scratches in it. So I actually want the government to please, they should come and look into the houses and know what to do, because these damages that have been done, I don't know how it can be repaid. I don't know. We have spent a lot, both being traumatized, the whole traumatic experience, the whole medical bills we paid, and looking out now for another place to stay, because I don't think I would ever want to stay in a place as insecure as that kind of place again. Thank you.
Another thing is, this one now I just implying to your audience. I don't know if there's any way they can help, because okay, so another thing is, this one now is just going out to your audience and kind Nigerians out there. Like we mentioned, when they came to our house, they took all our money, and then we had to go to the hospital. We spent so much, almost 300,000 naira, just trying to be safe, trying to take care of all of the injuries we sustained. So we are appealing to your audience, if there's anything they can give us to support us. Currently now, we have to start being on the lookout for another house, because we cannot go back to that place. We need to get a better accommodation that is not in a local place, somewhere more secure. So if there's any way your audience can help us too, we are still appealing for their support. Kind Nigerians, helpful Nigerians out there, God will bless you so much. Thank you.
Sir, we heard that some Fulani Herdsmen raided some houses around here. What do you know about this?
All what I know, because we are the security of this community, and then later hear the sound of a woman that crying, so took ourselves there. We go and meet them there, so we see then the kidnapper already kidnapping them.
So you don't even know anything that happened. All you know is that you heard some ladies cry.
Yeah, ladies are crying and gun sound, and we quickly carry our own guns and we go and first then. Definitely one of men shoot me on my hand. So definitely God luckily me, he didn't enter me.
Can I see the place they shot you?
He shoot me here, and then definitely I thank God that God saved me, he didn't enter.
I heard that one of your men died.
Yeah, one of our men died, but she's around that Kobe side. He's one of our commander. And do we know that what is happening before we know? We just hear that he's dead.
Okay, come and show me around this environment. Come, let's take a tour. So this is Asokoro Extension in Abuja. Where was the house that they raided? But why are people building houses very close to a bushy environment like this?
You know this area here, our people, let's say like Gwari people, they only believe that if you plant tree, any day that you are buying the land, you will buy the tree. That is why they normally plant tree here.
Who is that girl that is entering bush? Where is she going to?
This is the Fulani woman, and she's going home.
Fulani woman. Some people live inside this bush.
There are houses here. That's the area we call Kopeserki here, and this is where they kill our commander there. It's one area called by Kopeserki.
Okay, I heard that this was the house that they robbed.
Yes.
Can we go inside?
Yes, sir. We can go inside.
Are there people still inside? Okay, everybody has left. Okay, it's locked. So apparently no one is inside, but let's try to get some shots. So this is what the house looks like, and clearly there's no way you expect that a house like this will be safe. Okay, so being able to, so this is the place the Fulani Herdsmen they came and they broke into all these houses.
Yes, sir, they broke it.
So we heard the landlord of this place, he charges 600,000 naira for rent, but then we heard that this somebody has fixed it.
Yes.
Okay, they broke. These were things that they broke. So 7 Fulani herdsmen, they came here with gun, and then they robbed everybody and kidnapped 2 persons.
They kidnapped 2.
And they also killed somebody too.
Yeah, they killed our commander.
What is something you like to tell the government? You are a vigilante, right?
No, I'm not vigilante.
What are you?
I'm the security of the community.
What kind of security?
I'm just guiding the people and then guiding the whole environment of the place.
Is that not called vigilante?
Yeah, that's vigilante. So it's vigilante also.
How many times have you experienced something like this?
So they usually normally come and took form and achieve our everything properties like that. So that is that day that come to worst part. So they kidnap 2 ladies then and they let us send them back.
This is crazy. Do you have something to say? Okay, let's move around. So this is what the place looks like. I mean, what kind of environment is this? Look at the fence. Anybody can actually skill into this place. Look at the gate. It is directly opposite. I don't know how to call this bush or thick forest. So, is it possible to go just take a little walk into the bush? Let's see. Is it possible? Sir, you are the security here. So you said this was the bush that the Fulani Herdsmen came out from?
Yes, this is a bush.
So they kidnap people and they take them into this bush?
Yes, they kidnapped and took them inside the bush and they raped them inside the bush.
Do these Fulani people live inside this bush?
No.
Where do they come from?
They come from, we don't know where they are coming from, but if no matter what they do, they normally come here in the night and do nonsense inside and do whatever when they wish.
How well do you know this bush?
This bush is very, it's not these days, it's more than a year, it's many years, because this bush is already here.
So when Fulani Herdsmen kidnap people in Abuja, this is one of the bushes where they take them to. I don't see a reason why anybody should be renting houses close to an environment like this. You can see how thick this place is. I don't think there's any need for us to go any further. So we are going to reach out. We are going to go interview some of the people that were kidnapped and released. I'm hearing some noises. Please, let's come out. Please. They do waiting for bush. I beg, let's go, please. They are farming. So you mean this bush is safe during the day? It's only dangerous at night. But why would anybody even come and rent house here? So we heard that Fulani Herdsmen raided some houses here, robbed some people, and also kidnapped some people.
That's true. That was sometime on Monday evening at about 10 p.m. That's about 10 p.m. That was when the whole thing started.
Is this something that's happened before now?
Yes.
That's happened many times.
I think I know of when somebody was kidnapped here. That's when you talk about this vicinity particularly. Yes. And that's the wife of one of our co-landlords here.
Can you tell us about some of their modus operandi, their mode of operation?
Well, the truth is, they come in from this cashew tree plantation, this cashew plantation, and from there they come in through there and go away from there too.
They come in groups.
They come in groups, yes.
What kind of guns? Because I heard that they carry heavy duty weapons.
Yes, I think we were able to get some shells, which I'm not privy to where it is now, but I know we saw some shells, and they are AK-47 shells.
And from what we heard that when these guys came here to rob and kidnap people, that they were not even scared, that they were just shooting comfortably without fear that maybe security operatives would ambush them or something or apprehend them.
Yes, the last one I was opportune to be outside, or will I say unfortunately outside, and we were chased.
You're chased by them?
Yes, I slept in the bush.
Wow. Can you share some of this experience? A lot of people don't understand how scary it is living in Abuja. Having this interview section with you would let people understand what living in Abuja in 2025 looks like.
Yes, if you say we should share this experience is not something. It's not nice at all. It's not something one would want even his enemy to experience. It was something way out of this world. I've never seen someone shooting confidently. You need to see a young man with cigarette in his mouth and is just shooting sporadically. He was not scared. He was not stingy with the bullets. So I don't know where those kind of ammunitions would have come from to get into the hands of such.
I also heard that these Fulani Herdsmen, they were young people in their 20s.
Very well. You are very correct. That's the truth.
And they move in groups. Undetected.
Yes, very correct. Because and funny enough, the girls that were kidnapped after being beaten very well, they saw they were about passing out, and they released them. I think they saw that they could not take them away, because before you can move someone, definitely the person should be well.
The person should be strong enough to walk,
because they were going to go through the bush. So I guess that's the reason they left them. And when these girls came out, they said these guys were still there. They just crawled out, and they said these guys were still in the bush. They were still inside the plantation, smoking.
We heard that when the girls came, that police people came?
Yes, the policemen came after these guys had taken the girls into the bush, and while they were here, before the Gosape police DPO and his men came, the Asokoro police DPO came and was around when those guys came out from the bush, and the only thing they could do was to shoot some 3 canisters into the bush of tear gas. Nothing was done.
They just shot tear gas, 3 of it,
Three canisters
into the bush.
Yes.
The girls I interviewed were not happy that, as at the time the policemen came, she said the Fulani Herdsmen were sitting in the bush smoking. They were relaxing. They were not even bothered. Yet, even after revealing this information to the police officers, none of them were interested to chase after this Fulani Herdsmen. And we also heard that the policemen that came were in hundreds. I don't know if that's true.
That's very correct. They came in about 4 Hiluxes, and they were good to go to have chased those guys if they really want to go after them. But they didn't.
As a landlord living in this environment, what do you think the government can do to safeguard the lives of citizens living in environments like this?
There are a lot to be done. First off, we have the barracks, the military barracks all over the place. From Abacha barracks, Mambila barracks, we have all of them around there. We need this. We need it to be like more like a joint operation between them and the police. Let them come together and see if they can do something. That's one. Number 2, you see these cashew trees. It's a very good hideout for these people. So I think the government should find a way to get these cashew trees off this bush, and we'll be able to see because from here now, if there's a way you walk into this cashew, you'll be seeing Kubo mechanic, you see Kubo furniture. There are villages around here, so from these cashew trees you can trek to Kubo. So if these trees are not there, it will be very easy to detect them. I want to believe that is one of the reasons why the policemen were afraid, because they wouldn't know their way around the bush. That's why they did not go in. So I think these cashew trees should go. If it goes, we'll be able to. It will be easy. It will be easy to even police them effectively.
You know, in Enugu, I read on the news that the government in Enugu State established forest guards. I don't know if you heard about things like this. And because of the same reason, kidnapping. Do you think if the federal government should consider establishing something similar, that maybe that will help in combating this crime?
It sure will. But first and foremost, when you talk about the forest guard, the main thing is this should be persons who know the terrain. So if you have the local vigilante here, I think they can equally man the forest, this forest as it is. We have the local vigilantes. We have people who are villagers who knows this place very well. If they can equip them, that is, the government should equip them, get them what they need, gadgets, communication systems, a lot of things, so that it is easy for you to know where these people are coming from and where they are going to. From there, you'll be able to combat it.
All right, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. May God help people living in this environment. Sir, did you witness what happened recently here?
Yes, I witnessed it.
Can you tell us your experience?
It was a very terrible experience because that night I was just coming back from work, so I was standing here with the vigilante guys and they were saying some kind of thing, so I had to drop my bag. Then I came outside. Then we saw one guy. He was coming from that down there, so he was like shouting, "Hey, say some guys that are attacking him." So we and the vigilante, we had to rush down, running towards that tree that was there. So the guys they shot their gun and we have to reverse back, run. They chased us. I had to follow here, run into the bush, and We stayed there for like hours because they were around shooting and doing their things.
We heard some of you slept in the bush.
Yes.
Out of fear.
I was among the people that slept in the bush. Yes, I was, because we don't have any weapon. So, and the vigilante guys, they are even out of their weapons they have, because those guys came with a lot of things. Some we are even sounding like bomb. So we have to sleep in the bush. A lot of us, because it was really terrible.
Imagine the police are watching you right now, what is something you'd like to tell them?
we really need, should I say, a checkpoint. We really need them to be coming around, not just this thing, because that night they came, but they came late. You understand? If they have come early, I believe maybe they would have captured the guys, but they came late. Just imagine people with gun, and not just ordinary gun. Those guys will carry better this thing, and without anything. So I believe if they will put something like maybe checkpoint for us, or maybe at least 1 or 2 days, because these vigilante guys, their weapon, you won't compare it with those guys, because those guys are really equipped. Yes, and we don't have police posts here. Even if they should give us at least police outposts here, you understand? The only police station we have is the one in Krujuma 2. You understand? So they should bring checkpoints or police outposts for us here.
All right, guys, you've heard it yourself. Unfortunately, this has become the reality of people living in Abuja as of 2025. Security is a very serious issue, and it needs a collective effort. While we expect so much from police officers and security operatives, I think we, the citizens, we need to come together to see how we can fund the vigilante, the people who have decided to put their life on the line to safeguard and protect their community, their children, properties, and wives. So this is exactly the streets where this happened. I want you people to film it, okay? Film it properly. These are the faces of the men, women, and children who had to panic for their life. They ran into the bush without hope that anybody was coming to save them. They were scared, and all they kept hearing was do. So we just finished filming the environment where the incident happened. So from here, I'll be going to the police state command to see if I can speak to any of the police officers, because the people living here, they are not happy. They say the police was unreliable and they are totally disappointed in the police force. So come with me. Let's see if we can speak to somebody. I'm going to try to call Josephine, the PPRO. She's available. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. To see if she's available to say something about it. So from here, we'll be heading to the police station to see if it's possible for us to get an interview. I'm here with my team members. It's been quite a hectic day. Hopefully we're able to get them to say something, because this security thing is becoming a menace. It's becoming something that it's normal. People are beginning to accept it as a way of life here in Abuja, and that should not be acceptable, not in the 21st century. I've been had anything to talk about. Nigerians are not happy with the Nigerian police force. Something bad happened at Asokoro Extension. Bandits, or do I say Fulani Herdsmen, they raided some homes and kidnapped some people. And when I went there to document the stories, what I heard was that the police was unresponsive and they arrived really, really late. I don't know if you heard about it.
Well, I don't know where you're talking about. Extension, Asokoro Extension is not actually there. I think we had an incident on the 15th at Padumawa, then Kobe village. All these are villages that are remote villages, but when you say Asokoro, people would think is in the town or within the city. centers where Asokoro is located, but these are behind, and those areas are very they are remote communities, and it's surrounded by forest and all that. Coming to your question, if the police were responsive or not, actually police we're having a situation where when something happens, people don't call the emergency numbers on time. You have to inform the police, and police can only respond when they are informed. So the police were not called on time, and as of the time they called the police, it was not only the divisional police officer that responded, including the command, the FCT command tactical team, led by the commissioner of police, because as of that time he was in the office and he heard the control room calling for emergency around that place, and he mobilized all the commanders, Commander RRS, the deputy commissioner of police in charge of operation. They now deployed to go and give reinforcement to the divisional of police officer. And people were not kidnapped. It was a kind of foiled attempted kidnapping, because it was a lot of hoodlums that came, heavily armed. And if police had not responded, me and you would have been talking a different matter. So it was a foiled operation, and it was led by a commissioner of police. So anybody that said the police did not respond, honestly speaking, is not being fair. And the police operated, the operation went very well, even though unfortunately we had some casualties. That is the vigilante. We lost one, a very popular, well-known vigilante, a hard-working vigilante. We lost him. One is presently in the hospital. And the girls that they took as a shield, we recovered them. We recovered those girls. Besides, all these things happened before the police were called. And when the police came, the much we can do, we actually did.
You see, the thing is, a lot of people have so much expectation from the Nigerian police. Don't you think that it is very embarrassing that this is even happening at the FCT, the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, and this is not the first time that something like this is happening? Now, I went there and I documented stories. I interviewed a couple of persons. What people said was that the police came late. Do you understand me? I wasn't there, but I'm just informing you of what we gathered from people around. And when the police got there, that they were not even able to chase those Fulani, the bandits. We even heard from someone that the bandits were just smoking by the side, that what the police did was to just shoot to just scare them off. Now, I'm really curious what your office is doing to combat this, because this is not the first time it's happening.
Well, the person who said police did not do anything, that the bandits were there just smoking while he was watching. Can I ask that person a question? Was he the one that called the police in the first place? At what time did he call the police? That is a question I will ask that person who made that comment. And secondly, the police did a lot when they came. As I speak to you now, we have our anti-kidnapping units out in the bush. They are out in the forest trying to trace and apprehend these hoodlums that committed that stormed into Kobe village and Badumawa. It was two different locations. They started from one angle, and the police were responding to that one, and they moved to another angle. So it's just unfortunate. It's hard hearing people not appreciating the effort of the police. But I can only give an advice to members of the public. Please, when there is an incident, if it's happening to your neighbor, you have to immediately call the emergency number, call the police. Don't sit there calling your family member and telling him this is what is happening to my neighbor. Quickly call the police. Save the emergency numbers of FCT command on a speed dial. When something happens, just give a call. Sometimes if you can't even talk, once you dial that number, we can give the tactical team the number to track the location. So long your number is on, we can be able to track, we will track the location to get to you. We have not gotten to the stages of other global world as expected of us, but with what we have, we are doing a lot. And when we do things, we expect at least a kind of police tried. It will motivate our men that are always responding to these incidents. So just call the police. That's my own humble advice. When you call the police, if you call us immediately, you get a quick and faster response.
All right, something you said here that I must talk about is very important. Majority of us don't even have the police emergency contact. Personally, I don't even have it. Right now, while you were speaking, I just asked myself, Lucky, imagine you were in a situation like that. Who would you call? Let's say I have some police officers to call. But that emergency number, let's just imagine that I wasn't Lucky Udu. Who would I call in a situation like that? So I think this is an opportunity for us to understand that there's a process you have to go through if you want to seek police attention. In an emergency situation, there's an emergency number you can call immediately and they'll be able to. So sometimes people have so much expectation, but what they forget is that the police are actually humans. As much as they expect the police to help out, to fight, to go against those people, these guys were heavily armed, and we are so happy that at the end of the day, those ladies were rescued, and that is even important. But then I understand that people are angry because things like this are happening, and nobody knows exactly what the police force is doing to combat this. That is the problem. That is the annoyance. I would like to use this opportunity for us to share the information with the public. How can Nigerians, the phone numbers people can call, the emergency number, I don't know what it's called. So if this is a good opportunity for us to put the number out there so people will have it. And if you don't know how to put a number on speed dial, after this video you should go find out how to put a number on speed dial in case of emergency.
Well, you want me to call the numbers?
Yes.
Okay, the number for FCT Police Command emergency or distress call is 080-320-03913. I will take that again, 080-230-0913.
Okay. We'll also still have take the number from you. So Becky, so we'll put it on the screen as well. So you've explained what really happened from the police perspective on that very day, even though the people are interviewed had something else to say. But the most important thing is that this is happening in FCT. Is this not embarrassing for the police force?
It's not embarrassing because it's crime. If you want to wipe out crime out of human existence, then you have to wipe humans out of existence. So when you have human existence, definitely there is crime. And we have been combating this. And I can tell you that in previous years, it wasn't like this. In this same FCT, there were times where kidnapping was on a daily basis. Kidnapping in Buhari, Kuje, and all those areas. Now you can hardly hear kidnapping in those areas. Something is being done, and something was done. This kidnapping that is happening now, it's just pocket kidnapping compared to what was happening, was being the level of kidnapping that was going on in previous years. So even if the public does not applaud the security agencies, I am in the system, I will applaud security agencies. I keep receiving bashing from here and there that I'm saying there is no insecurity. I never said there is no insecurity. There is. But we've been handling it, and we've been getting rid of these criminals, and we've been showcasing the achievement. out there. Every day there's a press release from one end to the other on some achievement, some recovery. And in FCT is a trend. Today we have one chance issue. Once that one dies down, another one comes up. We have different kind of pockets of criminal activities within the FCT. And this because we have troop of a lot of people coming in and out of FCT, the Federal Capital Territory. A lot of different groups of human beings, residents, or should I say citizens, coming in and out. Everybody wants to come and look for greener pastures in Abuja. So we have issues, we have insecurity here and there, but the security agencies are really working. The police and other security agencies, we are working, and we're responding to all these criminal activities going here and there, and I expect members of the public to appreciate us and also to cooperate, support in any way they can, because like we always say, security is not only the responsibility of the security agencies, it's also the responsibility of every other citizen. So instead of sitting down there and issuing out blames, why not look for a way and support in a way you can? Come give us information. At least if you cannot do any other way to any other thing to support this, you can also give information. Your job is to see something and say something. At least let's start from there. See something, say something to security agency on time, and we will handle where we can. And I'm not embarrassed when something happens, except you want to say in FCT there is no human beings. If there is human existence, definitely we have pockets of crimes.
All right, guys, do not forget that the only way the police would know that something bad is going on anywhere is if they receive information that something bad is happening there. So do not hesitate to save the number you are seeing on your screen right now. That number might just be what to save you in the future. And make sure you share this information with as many people as you can, because like she said, the security is a collective effort. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this time with us, and the ladies that we documented their stories, they are going to be with you shortly, so you have some time to speak to them. Thank you very much. So bye viewers, see you in the next episode. Hey guys, so this is day 2. I'm currently driving to go pick up the ladies that I interviewed, because I had to speak with the police yesterday, and they are interested to speak to them to see how they can help them and further do some investigations. So I think we are 1 hour away from where the ladies live. So we'll go there, we'll pick them up, then we'll drive down to the FCT State Command. Hopefully there will not be anything like day 3. So here with my team members, we're heading out.
Okay, so this is our residence. This is the house they picked us from down to the bush.
So this is where they took you guys. Come. They took you guys into this.
Yeah.
When we came yesterday, we were even thinking that this was the place, but this was even looking scarier. You understand?
No, they took us.
Who is that guy? Come. Who is that guy? Zoom in fast. Who is he? Is this normal that sometimes people go to the bush like that? He's holding cutlass.
He has a cutlass.
Yes. Who is he? Who is he? Okay, come, please. Let's be fast before we leave. Please, come.
Sorry.
So, okay, this was the greatest.
Yes, we were coming out. I remember I was like walking over this time, and then we met security people waiting for us. Yeah, so they took us inside.
Okay, they took you guys inside this. So we heard that the Fulani Herdsmen shot 2 vigilantes, and one of them died instantly, while the other one is still battling with his life. But there's a rumor, like I said, this is a rumor, that the one who was shot and died, that he was an informant to this same Fulani Herdsmen. but we are not sure about that anyways. So everybody in Abuja, please, you guys need to stay safe. Okay, so I and my team, we are about to leave right now. This is day 2. Like I said, we hope that this will be the last. So we've taken them to the Police State Command, FCT. We've met with the PPRO. We've also met with the Commissioner of Police. He saw them and he had some words with them. So we are also looking at organizations that can give them some sort of support apparently. And the PPRO is working. She's working to see how that can be possible. So come, let's go and get the house again. As you can see, people are
just wonder at night you come out and see nobody, only
people are
bush.
going into this bush. So come out, come. Pardon, sir. How you doing? We're here yesterday, but not around.
We went to work.
And we heard what happened. We are so sorry. Did you have any personal experience with them?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't encounter them because I hid myself. This is my plan.
Okay, I heard somebody was hiding in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Do you have plans to vacate these premises?
No, because I was planning to vacate. But now that it has happened, I would have loved to, but I don't have.
You don't have the money. How much did you pay for this place? 600,000. I mean, look at this door. Does this make sense?
I just brought it down.
With one kick.
Just one kick.
What is your landlord saying about this now?
The man is not allowed. We've been talking to him about burglary and the barbed wire and the gate.
But he has no interest.
He was interested. So even when he came, he was one that even faced the door by himself.
When you were hiding in the ceiling, how did you feel? You were hearing gunshots.
I was hearing gunshots and they were molesting my neighbors, so I felt scared and I didn't want to.
You were just hearing their scream.
Yeah, I was hearing their scream, so I just decided to heed them.
What if you did not have ceiling? Let's imagine that this was POP. What would have been your fate? You busted the POP. Can we see? Is it possible? Please come. Oh. Oh, you busted. So apparently you busted this place.
Yeah.
And then you climbed in.
I climbed in, yeah. That was when they started busting my door. So
Well, you have the instinct of a lion. I'm telling you.
So I was even watching them from this room.
You were watching them from
I
this
even
room.
videoed them, but because they switched off all the security lights,
Can we see the video?
it was that.
Get the video.
I couldn't get their face.
We heard
But
there were seven
I saw
of
their
them.
face. I saw more than 7 because there were some positions at the back, some positions.
We'll make sure we blur his face. So the apartment you are looking for, I would like
Very dark. I was just hearing the sound. I saw their faces clearly.
yeah,
They were clearly Fulani guys. This was when they were harassing Thelma.
this was the only video you have.
Yeah, it was most the security lights were off, so everywhere was kind of dark. Couldn't see anything.
Oh God, thank God though. Guys, be safe out there. Oh. Be safe out there. We are no longer safe again. Armed robbers. Look how they destroyed our house. See, armed robbers. They just finished operating here. And they are Fulani Herdsmen. Look how they destroyed house. 2 ladies here. Guys, be safe. Oh. Abuja not safe again. Abuja is no longer safe. Imagine this place just close to barrack. Aso Villa day here. Yeah, this kind of thing they happen. Guys, be safe. Oh.
Okay, this was.
Okay, yeah, this
They're
was when
broken.
they broke. Yes. The English is actually not very strong. That's why they were able to bring it down.
So when they broke it, what did they do? They scattered your room.
They just ransacked the whole room looking for. I don't know what they're looking for. I left my laptop.
And you were up. They didn't bother to find you.
No, actually, when they came in, they knew I was up, so they threatened to shoot me. If I don't come down,
They'll shoot you.
yes, but they didn't know my location. So
they didn't. They couldn't.
I was
just
waiting for them to start shooting randomly. Then I would know where to run to, but they didn't shoot. So I waited for like 10 minutes. I didn't hear from them, and I just felt everywhere was calm. I now came down.
Can we get these videos?
Which one?
All of them.
Okay, the one I recorded after.
Every single thing, please.
You
Come and be
your
getting these
laptop and your phone,
videos.
did they pick it?
They didn't touch anything.
Let's go see those ladies. Don't stop the camera. Get all those
For
videos.
ransom. I think they were looking for someone else.
Okay, so yeah, you cannot open this padlock anymore. They want it broken. Me, I don't have iron hand though. How am I going to do this?
Whoa. Did you just break
If I broken
Yeah, I
it,
was like-
TV,
I'll be scared.
I'm scared. But let me try. Sometimes I like to feel like I have superpower. but
Iron Man.
I haven't discovered it yet. I don't know. I don't want to break down this thing. Oh, so this, come and get this video. This was when they were trying to break it down, right? Is that like an iron?
I don't know, Martin still has something. He said
There's like an iron you can use to pull it down.
Yeah, so let me go and bust it.
So this was the hammer he used to bust the POP.
You should have hammers in your house.
Okay, this is kitchen. Was there any other person that was caught?
I was just shaking. You don't go that side.
never have gone there. Never.
Their iPhone, those people. Are you sure
They
it's
took his
there?
iPhone.
Are you sure they are the ones?
I'm almost certain that
He said it himself now. That
he said he flung it inside
the
the when he was running.
yeah, but
And when they carried us, they ran.
How are you sure? How are you sure?
For you, they didn't take your own laptop and your
I say I gave them my laptop. Take my laptop and my phone.
Okay.
They used to do what their mind did.
So what are we going to do now? If you
From item, if you run away empty-handed, then we'll have to evacuate this premises. We have to look out
What's
for
this
another
fly?
place. No idea. I don't know where they're from.
okay, come inside now. Okay, so people arranged your stuff back.
Oh, no, they didn't scatter.
They didn't scatter anything.
They didn't scatter.
Sorry.
Wow. Sorry. So where were people? You were kneeling down here or where?
We are lying down here.
You were lying down here.
Yeah, my sister was there.
Okay, you were lying here.
Yeah.
Your sister was here. Then where were they? How many of them came in?
6 of them.
6 of them came in.
Yes.
Wow. This is really scary. This is sad. Is there any of your neighbors that might have that maybe have a kid or something?
Because these guys were the first to encounter them, and they collected his iPhone outside.
But they didn't do him anything.
No, but one of them.
And that's strange.
One of them ran away and they chased him. They chased him to this direction. But the other one, he was lying down outside, and there was one lying down. I don't know if you know.
this is really scary, and then it's surprising because this is not the. I mean, if you've heard of Fulani Herdsmen or these bandits going to people's house for robbery operation or kidnapping, you know, their pattern has been established. They pick up people, as many as they can, they go into the forest, and then they begin to demand for ransom. But what is surprising here is that they came here, they offloaded bullets generously. From what we had, it's not AK-47, it's AK-49, and there are speculations that maybe these weapons might be locally made, but it kind of looks like the foreign one. And from what we've gathered from the residents in this place, they didn't really. Some of them, we heard that a lady that she dropped money on her bed and then she hid. They didn't even bother to look for her.
Yes.
And they also did not take the money.
They didn't take
the money. Then these other ladies too, they didn't take their phones or laptops.
And this guy didn't take apart from the guy, they took his because he flung the iPhone. So maybe probably that's the only thing they took, but they took their food, pot of food.
They just came here to pick food. And then they wasted so much bullets. Can I get more videos? Who is this? When she was in the hospital? Okay, these are the ones that you are.
These are the ones that
What's the future of the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria? Considering what is happening right now, it's 2025. God knows. So, are they done? So we can leave, please. Guess what? The kidnappers have just been gunned down. As you can see here. The police just reached out now that some of the kidnappers have been gunned down.